Hey friends! So here I am. It must be Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. And we're here for another episode of Be.Think.Transform. My name is Henrike Schmidt. I'm the whole brain coach. And today I wanted to ask you if you are actually aware of what it is that you can do to stop being misunderstood and to actually make people do what you want them to do. Are you curious? Then stay tuned. I will talk about this a lot. We'll talk about this today, all right? Okay, so I'm curious because I didn't hear the intro. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to keep an eye on the comments. If they're going to explode in a second, then it's because, again, I'm on mute and you can't hear me. But like so far, it all seems fine. All right. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this subject, about what you can do to control things in your life today, is because I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, which went a little bit like this. So she sent a message out towards the end of the day, but not quite at the end of the day, saying something along the lines of, "Oh man, I need a schnapps. I'm having a day from hell." And I said, "What's the matter? What's going on?" And she said, "Oh, it's that colleague of mine again." And I remembered that she had mentioned her before. So this is, okay, I'm having comments. Okay, can you hear me? Oh, I'm good. Thank you, Malcolm. All right. So she said, so I had heard of this colleague before. So this woman is pretty much, I mean, the way my friend describes it is just waiting for her retirement age to come around. And she's had some mental health issues around burnout and has just been off for a substantial amount of time. And all the other colleagues have kind of picked up her workload and had just kind of managed to get on top of things. And now she's come back and she seems to be totally reluctant to do any work, if you believe my friend. So my friend is extremely frustrated that this woman isn't doing her bit. And I said to my friend, "Well, it sounds like you may need coaching." And she said, "I don't. This woman needs therapy." And I was it made me smile to myself because, and I actually did ask her, I said, how big are the chances that this woman is going to fulfill your wish and, go into therapy? And how likely is it that she'll emerge with exactly the right mindset to please my friend? So of course, it's tending towards zero, right? So the question isn't, how can I make her do exactly what I want her to do? It's more about, is this, just realizing whether this is something that is within your circle of influence. So this is a concept that Stephen Covey talked about in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that you have a larger circle of interest and a smaller circle of influence. So in the circle of interest are things like the fate of the company that you work for, the pandemic response, politics, environmental concerns, for example. But your circle of influence is substantially smaller because you're not the president of the United States. You're not the chancellor. Well, if you are watching and you are, welcome. But, so the thing is, you can't really influence the global pandemic response. You can't really influence the global, strategy to protect the environment. Or you can't really get your head into your colleague's brain and scramble it a little bit and then make her do exactly what you want her to do. But what you can do, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just going to have to do a quick break because my daughter's going to break down the front door. Okay, 1 second. All right. The front door survived. I'm sorry. All right. Whew, where was I? Okay, you can't get into your head. You can't get your hand into your colleague's brain scrambled around and make her do exactly what you want to do. So what is it that you can do? In this case, you can start by setting boundaries, and you can start by really explaining the expectations to this colleague. I mean, even though my friend is working in a government office and maybe there isn't that much pressure to actually deliver certain results as there might be in a company that is driven by different economic factors. But there has to be a supervisor, somebody to say, all right, everybody, listen up. This is what we're doing this week or this month. And this is what you do. This is what you do. And this is what you do. And if you don't do it, you're going to get in trouble. So it's not going to be my friend's responsibility to make her colleague do it. It's going to be the supervisor's responsibility to do it. All right, guys, I have my daughter and her friend are just here. So anyway, so I hope this makes sense. So when I said, I'm going to tell you how you can make people do exactly what you want them to do, it was a switch and bait and switch, guys. Sorry about that. So what it is also, I want you to remember that hurt people hurt people. Yes, children always have perfect timing, exactly. So hurt people hurt people. This woman probably has her own struggles. I mean, don't we all? So she has already suffered a burnout and she's come back. You don't know, my friend doesn't know, I don't know if she's actually learned, a working strategy to prevent this from happening again. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say this wasn't an invented burnout, which is kind of where my friend, I think, is going in her thinking, that, this woman is just not cut out to do this work anymore. So, which, is a possibility that because she's gotten older, because things have changed around, things are more demanding, things aren't flowing for her anymore, and she's not happy in her work. So this is all going to contribute to her mental health. But I think it's also, this is in our circle of influence, is to realize that and to do our best to support these people so they can at least function well, if not thrive. Yeah. So I just wanted to share this little anecdote, little story of, well, I don't need coaching, but she needs therapy. So when you catch yourself the next time thinking something about somebody else, take a step back, take a mental step back, rethink your thinking and ask yourself, is there something that I can actually do right now to help this person perform better, to, give this person more of an incentive to perform better? Because guys, another thing, pressure has never worked. Yes, trying to bully somebody into performing well. Even incentives, short-term monetary incentives don't really work for long-term motivation. They don't work to build relationships. They're only meant to kind of cream off, the best that you have to give and then, chuck the rest out with the rubbish. So build relationships, key thing. Think about what it is that you can control rather than what you wished somebody else could do for you, and watch how that's going to change your reality. All right. And if you have any stories like that, tell me in the comments below. This was it for me today. My name is Henrike Schmidt. I'm the Whole Brain Coach, and I help my clients optimize their work performance, improve their relationships by improving their communication skills, and just generally getting to know their control center a bit better so they can use this knowledge to flow more, to have, the sense of effortless success in their lives again. All right, I will be back here next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you then. Bye.